So, today we are playing Whatever It Takes. This should be the game that gets the Wolpertingers and the away team back onto whatever the name of our new planet is. That is not the liminal plane, but they think that's where they're going. But they're wrong. So, last time we played on Friday, I believe. Yeah. No, Friday. Wednesday? Thursday. Last Thursday we played Fire with Fire. And in that game, we discovered that the whales that let the away team go free after Gemini threatened to rob them actually circled back and attacked while they were getting information from Madame Curie. She did not have much to say due to the attack, and Gemini and Renic were both captured, where Syria, Peanut, and Castor and Pollux ran away, taking the shuttlefish and flying away. Castor and Pollux were shot in their chest, and they had the big Star Trek burn mark on their chest. And Peanut was trying to take care of them. When they got a message, they found a signal that was very similar to the Wanderpus signal, and it was getting it was the rabbit, it was the Wolpertingers messaging them. And they locked onto the signal, and they ran into All and Iv, driving their new car that Besh had made a new engine with, that was able to kind of skip riffs. That's how the engine worked. It was a prototype. They got attacked by a bunch of krill ships. I can actually... Oh, yeah, sorry. They were attacked by a bunch of krill ships, and they did a bunch of maneuvering to get around it. But the shuttlefish was pretty badly damaged, and then the engine for the car gave out, and they had to face down one of the whale people, who are 100 feet tall blue whale sci-fi space pirates. And he shot Ol with his gun, and the bullets are basically the size of soccer balls. And Ol lost a good portion of their torso. Peanut jumped out of the ship to heal them. Iv crashed the car with all of his weapons and the engine right through the whale, and it exploded into gore. And then they arrived back at the town. They took the shuttlefish back to the town of Wolpertingers to get all some medical attention. Castor and Pollux passed out from the pain. Osiria is exhausted as the ship is falling apart. Peanut is trying to perform surgery on Ol. And Iv is currently out of weapons. And at the end of that game, we were presented with the Bismarcky landing, which is the giant whale ship, and the head of the whale pirates stepping out of the ship. And that is where we are today. We're just picking up at that moment. So our players go ahead.
Have we seen everything that's happened up to this point?
Yeah, you will have been caught up on everything that I just said.
Alright. So Amel will step forward and say...
Oh, I got it. I'm introducing everybody real quick.
Okay.
We got Gemini, who is played by Tengu Gemini in the Discord, or Zach.
Howdy.
We got Renic, who is played by Imperial.
Hello.
We got Amel, who is played by Lurid.
Hello.
And we got Mozz, who is played by Toast.
Hello.
Alright, yeah, go ahead. What you got for... Oh, yeah. So, the setup is the giant whale comes down, and you see Renic, and, you might or might not know... Yeah, you would know them. Because Amel worked with the crew for quite a while. You both apprentices, and Mozz. You guys all worked with them.
Recognize Gemini more than Renic, probably, because...
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. They both come down. They have collars around their necks, and the collars have that distinctive good old 1930s red beeping light, or 1950s sci-fi red beeping light. And this is right outside your town. But go ahead, Amel.
I'll say, So, you got something you didn't even know that you wanted. Now, are you gonna cause more trouble or are you gonna leave?
Oh, my bad. I forgot to mention why the whales stopped attacking was Castor and Pollux gained the information about B+'s home planet. I can't remember how to pronounce that planet, but the planet is a giant ball of blood out there. That's what the red caps are always looking for. They are looking for that planet. And the whales want the information to know where that planet is because they want to use it as bait to get all the red caps in one spot and kill them all. Like, the whales are interested in genocide, and they are not worried about the risk because we all know that if one red cap makes it into that planet, it's a problem. But to get them to stop attacking, Castor and Pollux gave them that information. Like, because they found it out yesterday. Not yesterday, Thursday. But anyway, the whale's just like, looks over at Amel, he's just like, Spicy, do you speak for this town?
Let's speak for us here right now.
Good enough. And he looks back and forth at Mozz and it's just like, I think you have the rest of this crew in your town. And he points behind you and the shuttlefish is like, another piece falls off the side of it.
Maybe. That just kind of showed up today, so...
Aw, dang, what happened to the shuttlefish? Aw, man. Aw, beans.
And like, this whale, in my head, this whale, although a ridiculously serious, like, badass enemy, is just completely exasperated by, like, fucking Gemini. He's so sick of him, even as a prisoner.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure Besh can fix it.
Cool. So do you want me to tell you about any more recipes?
He shakes Gemini. Like, remember, he's over 100 feet tall. This guy is huge. So he's like, he just shakes Gemini.
So that's a no?
Are we trading for them? What do you want? Rocks? Scrap metal? We got lots of scrap metal.
I got goo guy in a jar. Don't ask where he came from, though.
We have that.
I need a favor. I'm embarrassed to ask it, but we received some information recently. But I also lost my best scouts. My best scouting unit, the smallest members of my team.
Where'd you lose them? We can help find them.
Gemini were murdered.
He throws Gemini down, and like, Gemini smacks into the ground. He's like, "I've had enough of your insolence," and he stomps right next to Gemini, and like everybody feels it.
Hey man, just ask some questions.
And like you feel the collar around your neck like cinch even tighter as like he presses his communicator on his like chest.
You have to get that fixed.
I need something from a satellite up there. And he points into the sky. You guys can't see the satellite, but you can assume that it is there.
Well, our only set of wheels kind of got destroyed.
What are you putting in that?
Thanks for that, by the way.
I need a small trade. I will give you back these two, with their heads on.
That would be ideal.
I look over the size of the Bismarck key, and I say, and something else.
What was that?
I'll say, and something else.
Yeah, you already got information you wanted. Now we're just giving you more stuff you want, whereas we only get one thing. We should serve two things like you got.
You got a big ship. Get us off this rock.
Mozz, roll me your feelings.
Okay.
2. 2 dice.
2 dice.
Negotiating is something that I assume Mozz is pretty good at.
Got 1 success.
Alright. So he's just like...
Oh, you got laser feelings.
Oh yeah, you did get laser feelings. So you're gonna be you'll be when you roll your exact number, it's laser feelings.
Oh, nice.
That means it's basically a crit success, and after the success, you can ask me something about it.
Okay.
So he looks down at these two. He's like, these two have to do the job, or else I detonate their heads. And he like tosses Renic and Gemini forward. You guys can both like catch your feet. You don't have to like fall on your face or anything, but you do like the stagger forward motion.
Mm-hmm.
What would you ask in trade?
Well, money, objects, shiny things.
How about a way off this rock?
We were gonna get that anyways, so I want more.
Ingredients, recipes.
You shut up.
Oh.
Yes. Adults are talking.
This is like
But I'm an officer. Technically.
you hear it cinch. You feel it cinch a little bit more again.
Technically.
He's just like shiny things. He turns and he's like. And, like, this is the first time you see his weapon, which is a giant tree trunk as a mallet with just thousands of swords and axes and, like, suits of armor and, like, laser guns and parts of jet engines, like, embedded into it.
Fun fact, we have received a weapon from that club.
This is true. And he's just like... Like, yeah, and he tosses this thing at you, which is basically like a C-3PO situation. It is tiny though, like
It's a robot thing.
Does that work?
it
Looks-
like in my
was-
head, it's very batteries not included meets C-3PO.
Mm.
I'm guessing it's like gold plated, so it's very shiny.
Roll me a lasers, Renic. You roll me a lasers.
Okay. Lasers. Go.
Success. All right. So, when Renic looks over this thing, it kind of looks like Crabbert, the little like bellhop robot that Lore seems to bring around, or like the same kind of technology. But this thing is like gold is too cliche. Like it's shiny like gold, but it's some ridiculously rare metal.
So what's that do?
It's just like, roll me. No, he'll tell you flat out. And Matza, as you look at it, you feel a ridiculous amount of greed coming over you. Like, you want this thing more than anything else in the world. Like, this is what you want. You need it. And the other, all three.
I go over and kick its head a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna say the other three of you need to roll me a feelings check to see if you also want this more than anything.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Just one?
Yep.
Sure do.
Right, Gemini does not want it, and Amel does not want it. But Renic, whew, you want this. This is so shiny. It's so nice.
Well, yeah, we can integrate the systems into the ship. It could take care of some of the menial labors that I'm having to do. It would be wonderful.
Yeah, but it's not like, food related.
Kick.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mozz, you want this thing more, and Imperial, you want this more than anything, and Amel's about to kick it.
Mel, stop kicking it. If you kick it, then what am I supposed to do with it?
It's already broken. We can't trade for this.
Not. We can just make Besh fix it like everything else. So stop kicking it. Eat that thing.
Kick it once more, then walk back over.
Gemini asks Zoel, what is that thing?
Junk.
robot thing.
So he looks over at Mozz and says, like, deal struck.
You didn't tell me what it does. It's just laying there doing nothing.
And nothing in the world can convince you that this isn't the most valuable thing on the planet. On any planet. This is the most valuable thing in the universe.
He goes and picks it up. I mean, I'm gonna take it regardless, but
it's worth so much money.
Oh, that's better.
Like, you know that anybody in the world would trade you everything that they have for this item. Except for seemingly Amel and Gemini, but Renic, you would give everything you have for this item.
Well, yes. Do you not see what it's made of?
Oh yeah,
made of metal. That's
what would be the best? What's the best case scenario for Mozz for what this thing would do? What does this thing need to do to be the absolute greatest thing in the universe for Mozz?
Probably making money. Because Mozz likes taking care of the bar. Oh, it can cook for him because he can't cook, so that's what he needs more than anything else.
It most certainly can cook. It can cook, it can clean. It's just that guy from the Slap Chop commercials.
You got it. Cook, clean, it can take care of nosy people trying to mess up my bar. It does everything.
Hey, I can do those things.
It up and carries it back. It's like, okay, I'll take this and we'll go do whatever you were wanting.
And he's just like, good.
Roll my eyes.
There's like, man, why are you ripping them off like that?
Boys and their toys.
It's like, this one, and he points to Renic, or he motions to Renic. It's just like, in your front pocket, you will find a small memory unit. I need you to take it into that satellite and just download these files. And he just I don't know if he says download because I still don't know the exact level of technology. But gather these files.
Sure.
And it's like, he looks over the four of you. You seem small enough to handle this. It's just like, once I get those files, and you are free to go, and we'll release you from your collars.
Admit it, you just want to hang around with us some more.
If you do not bring me back those, I will detonate these collars. Now, do you have your own means of transportation, or do we need to provide you a lift?
We don't have it anymore.
I mean,
as stated.
What kind of shape? Oh no. Oh no, that is the shuttlefish. Oh no.
We're gonna need a ride.
Give me a lasers roll. I can tell you if you think you could fix it.
That thing can fly?
Apparently, it landed here.
Oh yeah.
That is a laser feelings.
That's a laser feelings. That absolutely. So you think that? Oh yeah. Also, Mozz, you get to ask me a question at some point. But the way we've been doing it, you can either ask me a question, or if you can't think of one, you can pass one die to a person. You can give them one more die to roll. That is how we've been using laser feelings. I feel like that's a good way to use it.
Can I use that question to ask why he wants the information?
Absolutely. How do you think Mozz finds this information out?
Well, he's used to tending a bar, so he's used to drunk people giving away more information than they think they should. So maybe he can just use some fancy wordplay to get it out of him.
So, as like Renic, you and Gemini don't have your arms bound or anything. You definitely did in the ship, but to be fair, they did not treat you guys horribly. You were prisoners, but not tortured. And
Sure.
Man, did they want to torture Gemini.
Yes.
But he gave them so many recipes and cooking methods and such. Granted, they didn't ask, but, you know.
So, he's just the whale's just bridge of his nose, except for he doesn't really have, just rubbing between his eyes. Is it's almost payment enough just for him to leave. He looks around and he's like, this is a seedy little place you have here. This is as Imperial is walking towards the shuttlefish to gauge repairs. Is how I'm gonna time this one.
Sure. It may be seedy, but it's, it does a good place, and kind of pats him on, I'm guessing, the big toe, and be like, looks like you've had a rough time dealing with Gemini over there. It's okay. You want to talk about it?
Oh, you know his name. You actually do know him.
Yeah, he worked with my boss a while ago. So I feel you, big man.
That guy. It's just like, if I would have gotten rid of him sooner, if we wouldn't get under, like... That's... the Starlight. Have you seen them in this neighborhood lately?
Not recently, no. He just kind of looks back at Amel, shrugs.
Shakes her head.
See it? Yeah.
Those bastards. Fucking cops, am I right?
Fucking cops.
Fucking
Get a
cops.
fist bump in the air.
Oh, he'll definitely, he'll do the fist bump down. He's like...
Never got the chance to rip them off.
We should talk. As Satellite said to have information about the pre-forming of the Starlight Brigade, this planet very well was likely to have been the starting where the Starlight formed. Right here. And we believe that satellite holds information about at their very beginnings, like the base code. And we believe we can just become ghosts on all of their detectors.
That sounds cool. You wouldn't mind if I made a copy for myself, as he hands over a business card.
Roll me a feelings. Give me 2.
He's seen Krieg do this a million times. He knows how to do this. Got a 3 again.
Yeah, you got a 3, so that's a laser feelings. He's just like, oh, most certainly, little one. We'll talk. And he takes your card and in basically these tiny little tweezers that he carries around to deal with smaller people. And he actually does put it in his coat. Like, you see him put it in his pocket. He's like,
hey.
Most certainly. And out of that pocket comes another data drive.
Casually sleight of hand that quickly. Going. If you do need something else, a good friend of mine, Krieg, he can help you out as well if you ever get back to someplace you need.
Oh yeah, I run a restaurant with that guy. You should visit.
He kind of also does that. It's a restaurant as well as other things.
I'm sure that you could offer me many things, little businessman. But let me tell you, with every fiber of my being, I would rather be anywhere else than anywhere that man is.
Good news is,
he points to the guy who's waving at him.
Own the restaurant together. They don't spend all their time together, so you wouldn't have to talk to him anymore if you were to meet up with Krieg.
Right. And with that, but
you're a busy man. We'll let you go on your way, and we'll get doing what we need to do.
Yeah. So Renic is going to reach the ship. Here we are. This is the middle of that town.
Excellent. It's in sorry shape.
It's in bad shape, but you can see how to fix it. It wouldn't be good for massive travel, but you could definitely fix it.
We can get to and from orbit.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just need some of that scrap metal they were talking about and some kind of... I assume you have a welder somewhere.
Oh yeah. Bash has a big old garage that you guys could use.
Yeah, Bash got lots of that stuff in his garage over there.
We can
This is Krieg's bar.
Mozz's bar.
Mozz's bar, sorry.
Sure.
My bad. Alright.
I'm gonna pass the second laser's feelings to the person that dies this time.
So yeah,
I can't think of any more questions.
Yeah, based on the fact that Mozz just got in good with him, like made friends with this guy, I'm not gonna like make you roll to fix it. I was gonna just make you like roll because it made sense too, like see if they're mad at you. But no, it's just Krieg's talking to the fucking whale.
Lots.
Not Krieg, Mozz. So yeah, you get it up and running. Like you can go out to the satellite yourself with you guys' own vehicles, which does give you benefits. I will give you guys extra dice on rolls where you can justify the ship being here helps you for all 4 of you.
Okay.
Right.
Excellent.
While we are fixing it, is there any way I can rig up some kind of like high density data storage? Overhearing like there's stuff on this satellite. I want to yank all of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we can give that to you for you having the lasers feelings.
Great.
Yeah, so you have expanded the memory. The way that I'm picturing this is Besh is in there with you, and Besh is the brother of Amel and Mozz. Like, Besh is the apprentice of Royce. So, like, he is working on rift drives. He's actually got really into some of Vatna's studies before once Royce lost all of his memories, Besh was supplementing himself with like reading Vatna's notes on reality in his observatory is how I was picturing it.
Sure.
So like he starts like doing like quantum mechanics bullshit, like things that don't work on the liminal plane but work here because this place's magic is called weird. And if it's weird, like the weirder it is, the better it will work.
Okay.
So he installs this weird little drive into the fucking into your computer, and it's like Tesla coils in there. It's got like crazy electricity going on, and like you don't feel any magic from it.
That's strange.
Real quick question. So
I imagine they get lost in a conversation about how it actually works.
Yeah, I'm sure Besh will give you the details on it.
Real quick question. I know one of Wolpertingers was apprenticed to Krieg. Who was the other one apprenticed to?
Amel was apprenticed to Vatna.
Okay.
Amel's a weird, spooky ice witch that plays.
Specializes in weird.
All right.
Never anywhere without her bat.
Right. I love a character with a baseball bat, guys. I'm just gonna say it.
Hey, Besh. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Can you fix this weird robot? It's got no batteries. Thanks.
Like you just toss him. Do you just toss Besh? I guess that actually shows the amount that you would trust Besh. Because you just gave Besh the absolute most valuable thing in the universe.
I mean, we're brothers. We run a bar garage thing, so I don't see why not.
Yeah. All right. So here, like, you guys don't have to roll to like. Maybe you do.
The only one he trusts more is probably Ella, because twin.
Yeah. So. Here's the satellite. I'm assuming Renic is piloting or is Okay, sorry. This has to come up. You get into like everything's up and running. Like you install the new like data matrix or whatever.
Sure.
And then you go into your room to see how your math's doing, and then you see Syria turned off all 15 of your PS3s.
Who turned? What happened? Why is that? Who turned off the power to my lab? No wonder you all destroyed the ship, or nearly so.
I think Syria's like in Mozz's bar, just fucking like cleaning her wounds.
Renic is now muttering, I had to jerry-rig a secondary guidance system after the Harbingers left us out here and the gyroscopic inertial navigator failed. Why would you turn it off?
Why do you have so many things in here? Don't you just need the one?
The one what?
The one thingy, the box. I don't know. This is Besh's stuff. I just sell things.
Well, no, so Besh's thing is a data matrix for storage. This is my lab for, like, you know, analyzing the universe, or at least that's what it was supposed to be for.
So why is it turned off then?
That is a very good question.
Nope, this is the wrong room. Wrong room.
I don't know. This thing's was kind of falling apart. Maybe power just went out to that room.
Where's the power button? I'll turn it back on. He looks around the room for a power
Oh,
button.
please roll me a lasers. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
okay. What were you trying to do? Were you just trying to turn it back on?
Yeah, I'm just looking for the power button because everything's got a power button.
So,
So it's
yeah,
gotta be here somewhere. As soon as he
You
finds
turn
it,
it
he's gotta be
on.
like, I found it. There it is.
at the
Push.
exact same time, like, it boots up the new data matrix, and it recovers all of Renic's, information.
Wait,
Like, go ahead.
it's all here. Thank God we wrote a backup into that. I had forgotten.
Just kind of turns around and is like, I did it.
Nice job.
I don't know what it
Yeah.
did, but I pushed the button.
Oh yeah, have there been have you guys seen the Harbingers out here lately?
What's a harbinger?
Look like a big spooky cosmic owl.
Is that why this whole ship feels weird?
Yes. This
Yeah,
is exactly
probably.
why the ship feels weird.
No, I mean like capital W weird.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
Used to
also
it.
mean capital W weird.
They're, like, I would assume that Amel has become, like, aware of the exact same weird that they have been aware of. Because, like, every once in a while, this ship seems a little bit bigger. Like, when you guys feel like you need more space, like, you know that you're at the edge of that bookshelf. Like, you knew you couldn't fit another book in there.
It's just
But, like,
bigger
I
on
got
the
another book.
inside.
And suddenly
You guys
it's
realize
space
that?
bread.
Like, this
I
stuff...
didn't notice this.
You get used to it after a while. It's pretty cool.
You have any space booze?
I mean, yes,
Not from
because they did...
space.
So
Gemini
let me
reaches
advise
in,
you,
pulls out his-
avoid the stink flower booze. It is not worth it.
No, Gemini has an unending thing of whiskey and an unending thing of wine.
I
Yeah,
think
but he had
Gemini...
like that 2-week period where he was experimenting with fermenting stink flowers. It did not go well. The ship smelled horrible.
Yeah, now you really gotta cook it to get rid of the stink.
Gemini should know that Simmons is a new character that has recently joined the crew. They are played by our good friend Chris.
Mhm.
Simmons loves stink flower ale.
Oh hell yeah!
Loves it. It just that is canonical. Alright,
Looking for
so
new stuff to sell at the bar, so...
wait, are you? Yeah, I mean, you have all your food and stuff in here. You do also have a mission, and one of your sisters is not dying. You know she's going to get better because she rolled like successful rolls, but was recently shot.
Right,
I
no, we were doing something, right?
I guess there really is no rush. Oh, the rush is on the other two, where you guys' collars are start beeping.
They start beeping louder. I was like, fine, let's go.
Are we prevented from using our magic while we have these collars on?
No. They are literally just, well, if you want to try to shape change with this collar on, you might
Yeah, I
want
could just-
I make sure to locate the eject sheet in case those things
exactly.
goes
It's
off.
like,
You know,
you go over here to the airlock.
now that I'm not under constant watch, I want to try something. So Gemini shape shifts into a snake.
Oh, okay. It's going to change, like, it's going to do one of two things. It's going to change size with you, and, like, yeah, that's what it does. No matter what shape you take, it just keeps string. Oh, wait, no. You don't know how magic works here. I made a Syria roll it. You gotta give me a roll. Give me a lasers roll. Because magic doesn't work right here. That's why Amel has
With
to
one?
use different magic.
Just one roll?
Yeah, just one. 0 successes.
No, that's my number.
That's a laser.
Oh,
feeling.
that's your laser feeling. All right, yeah. So, before you... you stop and think about it, and then like you feel the fact that it would follow your shape, but like you convince the collar that your shape is like the same size it's always been, so you'll keep the collar on, but you are now allowed to shapeshift.
Okay.
Like you figured out how the magic in this world works. It's just like
Scream and smack the snake into the wall with my guitar.
Just immediately attack
Snake
the
comes from.
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys would have, like, you wouldn't have seen magic like this. Not out here. Like, almost all the magic you guys see out here is, like, some kind of crazy thing. Like, literally. But once, like, Gemini, like, slides off the wall.
Snake ate Gemini, get it!
It's
So,
just that JoJo
I can't
scene of
slither
everybody
out
kicking.
of the
No, you
smaller collar?
cannot slither
Yeah.
out of it. But you can, like, shapeshift, which is important because Osiria couldn't use their magic.
Because I know, like, last game I played, I was able to turn into the bird.
Yep.
And such.
Oh no! It's specifically this world because we are on a
Oh,
apocalypse
okay.
world. Like
Okay.
this world has weird magic that Amel can't use quest magic, although she definitely knows it. Like
I had to relearn it all.
had to be literal. But with your laser feelings, you can let Renic know what you've learned about magic, and it's just like you can explain it in RP if you want to. You don't have to. What it is you have to just believe your magic is gonna work. You don't work your way through how it is. You don't say the incantation. You end at the result, and that's how it happened.
So basically, you have to have the confidence of a himbo.
Yes. So Renic's actually gonna have a hard time with this because Renic, you can't do the math on how your magic works. You have to just say the answer. You can't show any work.
Renic will do nothing this entire time.
Hey man, just use your magic. You just do it.
What
just
do you mean you
works.
just do it?
You just do it.
So hand me the dongle, I'll put it in the slot.
You saw me turn into the snake, and then, you know, I'm just going to assume, like, I was hurled with enough force to do enough damage to turn me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're little in the salad. Just little. Who wants to fly this ship?
Renic will do so.
Alright. That's, laser is 2 dice.
Great.
Absolutely. So yeah. Alright, I will actually give you a little bit of information about this satellite. Firstly, it's in really good condition. Well, for like being ancient, it's definitely a couple 100 years old. But it is significantly further technologically than the liminal plane, but multiple steps down from what you guys have seen while you were out here.
Okay.
But yeah, there's an airlock, and like you guys might have seen it before or like never thought about it, but when you guys go to your door and you need an airlock, it is an airlock. But it's not always an airlock. Sometimes it's like a lowering ramp, and sometimes it's lowering stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Just thing to keep in mind.
Sure. So Renic like pulls it up and like, I think we just hit the button and it does the thing.
Oh, like
I'm gonna
this?
push the button.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you guys can like it. Like, yeah, you hit the button and like you smell pressurization. Gemini, roll me your feelings. Oh, roll me a feeling. 2 of them. Yeah, definitely 2. Sorry. Yeah, roll me 1 more.
I mean, that was our laser feelings, but
Oh, that was laser feelings? Then absolutely. Then that is perfect.
then I'll just roll the other
You
ones.
smell.
Yeah.
There is definitely, and everybody smells it. It's bad. Like this whole place smells musty and stale. But Gemini, you are detecting like aged meat, but like so aged. Like so aged that to everybody that doesn't have a really refined palate, it would just be the funkiest thing on the planet. But for you, it's just like there's a delicacy on here somewhere.
Oh God, no.
Or something like Hakarl, where it's like where you bury a shark in gravel for like a month.
Yeah,
That
but
kind-
for like,
Oh.
imagine for hundreds of years. Or like 100
There's
years.
something good here. Oh man, you guys smell that?
No. All I can smell is it.
Smells like trivia night at Mozz's bar.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's just rude.
All I'm
That
getting
happened
is
once.
burnt wire and dust.
It cuts back to the werewolf named Judy sitting at the bar at trivia night, but she has this like really big neck beard. And like clearly hasn't like shaved and is really excited about it. Poor Judy.
I'm gonna will my noses not to work, because that's how this works.
I'll take a glove out of a first aid kit and put on my head and inflate it so I can breathe properly.
Solid.
My nose no longer smells anything. Ah, much better.
So, this is the ship. Once you get through that air hatch, and like, it does have that odor, so you know that this whole place is pressurized, and somewhere in here, is A, the memory banks that you're looking for, and B, the food that Gemini is interested in. But you guys are on a timer. Like the whales like Matzah and Amel, they're not the biggest fans of Gemini and would willingly blow up to get rid of Gemini.
Did they give us a map so we know where we're going?
No, because they don't know how to move around in here because they're way too big. So they don't actually know the layout. Or you know what? You can give me a tech roll, see if you managed it.
Lasers?
Yeah,
Can I
definitely.
do it with
laser roll.
feelings?
You know what? I'll let you do it with feelings. How did you do it with feelings, though? Do you just have a feeling you know how, or you just...
Yeah, just that gut instinct of like, oh, it's definitely this way.
And because of how the magic works here, the gut instinct does make it real. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do. I'll let you do two. I'll let you do two. That was a really good.
Got a 1 and a 6.
Yeah, so it had to have been a pass because like those are the two most dividing. So yeah,
He just kind
you
of
know
stands
exactly.
up, grabs his shotgun, it's like, okay, it's this way. Starts walking in the direction it is.
Which is it?
It's to the left.
Is it the smell which you're gagging from, or the No, you're looking to just complete your job. So.
Yeah. I'm like, we got something to do. We're gonna go do it.
All right. And Gemini,
My instinct says this way.
Gemini, you get to that like fork in the road where Mozz turns to the left, and like that smell is definitely to the right.
Hey guys, might be
What?
cool to split up so we can see what else they have here.
I agree. Take those collars somewhere else.
That way if you explode, it's not on us.
That's a good idea. Gemini just starts walking off to the right.
Come on,
Renic
Amel,
lets
let's
him
go.
go and goes to the left.
Follow Mozz.
Wait, did Renic go to the left?
Yep, sure did.
Alright, so it's one group of 3 and one group of 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
Nothing can go wrong.
No, it's great.
Always split the party.
every time.
Always split always completely unevenly split the party. Alright, so let me just move you guys to the right map. Amel, can you give me a feelings? Because this is definitely a feelings.
Yeah, what am I feeling?
Based on the roll, I'll let you know. I'll give you 2. It's definitely gonna be for like a weird thing.
One success.
Alright. So, as you're walking around. Oop, Gemini is not with you guys. Like, you walk in the direction that, Mozz says it is, and you have no reason to doubt him. You're like, yeah, he knows. You start to feel eyes on you. Like, you are definitely feeling something is watching you.
Pretty sure I wrote a song about this in one of my benders. Who's there?
I
call out.
Yeah, you see, like, twitching in the corner of the room, like the upper corner above the door, like up here.
Over there?
Yeah, either one, like here. Oh,
Hey,
did
Mozz.
my click not go through?
I
No.
don't see your
I guess-
ping, no.
I think I
Weird.
saw it.
That was happening
Is it up
to
here?
Cowboy yesterday.
Oh, there it goes. Well, I saw Mel's.
Yeah, either one of those is fine place for it to have been.
Yeah, Mel.
I point to that thing.
What is it?
I don't know.
It,
like-
Shoot it?
I walk up to it slowly. Bat at the ready.
It's
Right behind you.
it's almost like just a smear on the wall, more than it is anything. Like, it looks like black mold, but like you can see things like pulsing underneath it and like sliding along the wall, almost like what if black mold was a symbiote situation.
It's like that time I tried to cook.
Yeah, oh, it is that like that time you tried to cook.
I think I tried to make a cake.
Renic, you are seeing these two Wolpertingers studying this weird, like, you can see it too, that this black mold, like, moving across it. And
I poke it.
leaves
I poke it
itself
with my
behind.
frost bat.
Roll me your feelings.
It's my cursed frost bat.
Thanks.
Success.
I don't know what happens when you freeze black mold. But,
It's older.
like, it, yeah, okay, it gets really brittle. And, like, parts of it just get super powder. You basically freeze dry situation. Like, it kind of becomes little particles, little frozen particles still, but, it falls to the floor.
It's like, yeah.
Not all of it, but the moving part did.
Yeah. Gross. Let's go before you blow up.
Yes, I would very much like to not blow up.
Just gonna sidestep it, keeping an eye on it
Yeah.
before we try and ignore it.
Yeah, and then I, like, once we're, like, down around the corner, I, like, peek my head back to make sure it didn't, like, scutter off or something.
Oh, roll me your feelings.
Can I help him by looking? No, never mind. He's good.
When you turned back, you had a moment where you thought that if you were really worried about it, it would have happened, but then you just corrected yourself.
Yeah.
And, like, you stuck to the fact that, no, it's dead.
It's dead. Cool.
Alright, onwards.
So, Gemini. Oh, Renic, roll me a lasers while you're in that room while they're studying that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are walking near this. This is the navigations. There's a navigations room right ahead that doesn't hold the information you're looking for, but it definitely holds some information.
Hmm.
It's like, you
Wait.
know, if you spent a little bit of time in here, you could download or you could, like, get the information from the system.
Okay. Do I have time to do that while they're messing with the mold thing?
That would be what a roll is for. We would
Okay.
roll to see if, like, it took you too long, or how long it
Okay.
took you. All right,
Well, if
So
you
go
mention
ahead.
something, I don't mind stopping. It's your
I'm
neck,
gonna
not mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 2d6 on this one.
Okay.
Did I? Ooh, I accidentally flipped the map. That looks terrible. Ooh,
You look at that, 2 successes.
nice. So yeah, you come out of the room and you see like this pile of ice that they're both just kind of like staring at for a second. But yeah, you have some very archaic but the most broad navigational charts that you've ever seen. Like, they're not super up to date, so some things might not be in the same spots.
Right.
But what's 100 years to the universe?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you can
Hundreds of years
actually-
to collect the data.
Right. Looking at this data, you can see the blank spot in the universe that the liminal plane would have been. Because the liminal plane wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
Like, you can see exactly where it is.
Well, at least if we could go... And so he's like working on a course to get them home, like half looking at, I imagine, his phone and half looking at where he's going.
Absolutely. So, like, you just walk right past these two. You don't even, like, look at you just tread right through the snow Amel made.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, he touched it and he's fine. I guess it really is dead.
Touched what?
Nothing.
Alright.
Come on, we have to get to the data repository.
Yep.
Onwards.
Alright, Gemini.
Okay.
Would you like to give me a roll to see how you're doing tracing and tracking down this smell?
Feelings roll?
Feelings, yeah. Well, how are you tracking it down? Study the layout of the building, or are you just kind of following your nose? You Toucan Sam in this?
Like Toucan Sam, I follow my nose.
Thank you.
I might have shapeshifted into something that can smell really like a dog or
absolutely.
something.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
You
give
could
me
do a toucan.
Eh,
Oh yeah, I'll give you a second one to see if you can get laser feelings for it, because like, yeah, that was just good. All right, it's just 2 successes, but
yeah.
so yeah, you're following your nose, and like, there is that smell, and again, it is an amazing like palate smell. Like, if you have a very discerning palate, it's amazing. That is, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just acquired. Like, it leads you forward. But you...
So it's a durian.
Yeah, like a durian or a really funky blue cheese.
Or
Or
like the thing that made me think of the stink flower, a spice called asafoetida that has also been called devil's dung because it smells pretty bad.
I don't want to eat devil's dung. But yeah, with the with those 2 successes, you walk into their cafeteria and there's nothing anywhere but like maybe like some kind of condiment packets. And it's not a huge cafeteria, it's basically like a break room because it's not a huge satellite. But and then you see the walk-in freezer. It's on, but it's open. And it's been open for hundreds of years. And inside, you just see this pulsating mass of black mold. And it smells amazing.
Would I still have any like containers on me?
Absolutely.
Like, the kind of
they gave you all your stuff
okay.
back. And you get
Yeah.
look at that, you took the ship here, so you have all your supplies.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll give an additional roll to whatever you're about to do.
I'm just gonna like use my staff, just kind of like, just to be safe, you know, configure it to have like a big like blade and just kind of like scoop some into some jars.
Like a nice bladed spoon.
Yeah.
Like a thing you cut watermelon with.
So
Yeah.
You can cut anything with a plastic spoon.
That's
Oh, yeah.
also true. Especially like the side of your lips.
Give me a plastic spoon and I shall cut the world.
But yeah, this is definitely a lasers roll though, because you are using a tool to do this. I will give you 2 dice though.
okay.
Oh no.
Alright. So, like, you stab it in, and then immediately it wraps around, and you are now in a tug of war with your multi-tool with this giant mass of mold.
Hmm. Well, that ain't right.
So yeah, are you letting go, or are you gonna fight against it?
I'll fight against it.
Okay, yeah, that's a feeling.
Just one?
I'll give you the 2.
Okay.
Absolutely. So yeah, you pull it back, and you like see at the end of it, your multi-tool has done the thing that you like it to do, where it just closes over the sample.
Mhm.
So yeah, now you have like a cored earth situation of this fungus. Like you have a nice little spherical, not cylindrical, like dense packing of this fungus.
Okay.
And absolutely, like, because it is your multi-tool. It's like your magic thing. It's Gemini's thing. Like, it could just jar it right there. 2 successes, right? With like. So yeah, what are you gonna do with the rest of this thing? Like, it is not attacking you, but there's a lot of it.
Oh, just leave it.
Okay.
It just closes the freezer door
All right.
This
This
can't
game
go
is-
poorly at
when he
all.
leaves.
This game is going directions I did not see coming. Okay.
Yeah, it's been sitting here aging well. Why would he bother it?
If you come back for more samples, even better.
Yeah, just close the freezer door so it can't get out.
Maybe it regrows itself.
Yeah.
That
Endless
Yeah,
supply of good meat. Come on.
Nothing
gross.
else in here that was in the freezer of
Gross.
note?
No, that thing ate everything that was of note.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So Amel, as we're walking down these hallways again, your guitar, like, arcs and connects with the communication section for a second. Like, it's like you got too close to an amp.
Mm-hmm.
That happened with your guitar. So like, you can like lean over and look in there, and I can if you roll lasers, I'll let you roll feelings, and I can tell you what you can know, but you can only get 1 die for it.
Or I could roll lasers and get 2.
Yeah, or you can roll lasers and get 2.
I'll try the lasers.
All right, absolutely.
Laser
Nice.
feeling.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
All right. So, where is that communications? Ah, here we go. All right, so you walk into the communications room, and you see the fact that this thing is set up with a ridiculous speaker system. It's absolutely insane. This entire satellite is basically a speaker that the whole planet at the same time could hear.
I know. Check this out. Can I like rig it to play like the last few messages through the PA system?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We don't have
Yeah.
time for a concert, Amel. We need to get going.
No, they want information. This thing is loaded with stuff.
All right.
Oh,
So-
okay. I trust you.
let's see.
Hold on, math man. We're gonna
Give
take care of
me.
things.
Renic looks up in his phone like, huh? But, oh, yes. What is this?
I'll carry over the
Communications?
success. Because
think
it's
so.
the laser feelings. So one of the messages is like, whoever keeps leaving the walk-in door open, stop. I think we're getting mold. And it's just like,
The Gemini
It's like-
hears that.
yeah, right. And then the next one is, it's just like, anybody with suffering headaches and lightheadedness, please report to the nurses unit. And then the next one is just like, we are quarantining anyone with the black spots on their... Oh god. And then the last one is just like Morse code for SOS.
Okay, I'm much less happy about this place now.
Why is that last one just a bunch of beeps?
Oh, it's like postmodern semaphore.
I mean, you're not
know more
entirely
about
wrong.
music than I would, so sure, why not?
We
like-
really
They were
missed
talking
out on
about
a
that.
what's a semaphore. I don't know, what's a semaphore for you?
Would this be a good time for Gemini to come in holding the jar of the stuff?
Yeah, you could absolutely
Yeah.
have that moment.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, look what I found. And it just has the jar of the container of the black ones. Like, this
Is it just like basically a space mason jar? A spacing
Yeah.
jar, if you will?
It's like, you wouldn't believe it. There was a walk-in freezer that I went in, had this big mold pulsating thing. Got a good sample out of it.
Hey, Amel, does that look like the thing you froze over?
Thing that Mathman walked over, yeah.
Tell me you didn't.
Oh, this
Tell
is,
me you
this,
didn't, Gemini.
This is the stuff that was smelling so good.
Oh.
Tell me you didn't eat that.
Oh no, not I gotta run some tests on it.
Is it sealed?
I'm
Is it
pretty-
gonna get out?
It is.
Oh, yeah,
it is.
Jar
it is
sealed.
'cause- yeah, go ahead.
Alright, fine. Just don't let it out.
Do not
me.
open that on the ship.
Nah. This baby's coming home with me.
Whatever.
That's
Did you get what you
fine.
wanted,
Smart
Mel?
decision.
Yeah. Nothing really useful in here. Is that beep getting louder?
Yes, we should go to the data repository.
I am absolutely
Hey.
loving very, impatient Renic, by the way. Just, patiently impatient.
You want me to roll again to find out the correct way?
What I was gonna give Amel for this room is, you could basically use your weird bard magic to affect the entire, world with this at the same time.
Ooh.
It's a massive speaker, is what it is. But yeah. Renic...
You have anything you want to say to the world?
Hey, hello world! This one's called Searching for the Love That Will Betray You.
And then that's happening. As Amel puts on a little concert in the room. Okay. Are you still...
Gemini-
Oh, go ahead.
Gemini's also gonna be like, if you guys wanted to get your own samples, there's plenty more in that freezer.
Did you leave the door open or close it?
Oh, closed. It was left wide open, but when I got there, but I figured, close it.
Gemini, I must say, this is the best impulsive decision you have made thus far.
See, I'm trying to be a little less impulsive after last time. But also, you don't just leave a freezer door open. That spoils what's inside.
That's true.
Alright, so, we don't actually, because Mozz knows where they're going,
Onwards.
because that is the roll that we made.
Yeah, so I just
Well,
have
here we
everyone
are.
on
We
the world
finally
locked
made it.
down.
Now, which computer do we plug this thing in?
Oh, that's a lasers roll for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's the laser feelings.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mozz fucking, like, pulls the file thing out and just plugs it into the first thing he sees. And it just, like, goes right in.
Yeah,
So
square
with my
peg,
laser
square hole.
Like,
I get one for the whales and then one for us.
oh, absolutely. Renic has the one for the whales. Renic has that one in his pocket. Like, yours is for, like, yours.
Okay.
See if they have any data on the Harbingers, too.
We are going to download it all if we can.
Oh, cool,
We
yeah.
are going to take it all if we can. Copy it? I don't know. Maybe.
I'd
We'll
love
see how
to
this
meet
computer
up with them.
works.
I'd love to meet up with those.
Apparently
two.
you just plug it in and it works.
Well, let me try that. And Renic just plugs it into the first open slot.
Oh, that's a feelings, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give me 2 6-siders, though, because I love it so much.
Nope.
Hold on,
Gemini's
hold on.
like, I wonder, and configures his multi-tool to just be the right size and just jams it in one of the slots.
No, if you want to get the things inside of it, you gotta get inside of it. And I just rip off, like, a side panel.
I'm gonna play a card to increase the 4.
You increase the 4 to a 5, making it a laser feelings.
Yeah.
Then yes, it actually did. All of these things worked. That's the most wild thing. Like, Amel, like, you pull off a side paneling, and, like, it's right there. It's just like, oh no, okay. And, like, you pull out the internal backup that that it has. So now you have 3, and Mozz sticks theirs in, Renic sticks theirs in to a completely different one, but gets all the same information. Amel rips off a side paneling and pulls out the backup memory just at the same time that Gemini sticks his multi-tool that has never been shown to do this before. Like, just, like, works. And so you have 4 copies of a vast library of knowledge about the universe.
Lottie just kind of opens his eyes. Was like, "Hey, it worked! Awesome!"
Yeah, mine.
I got
I
mine.
got a copy too. I was just kind of, having fun.
This is
Thought
the
it
most
would
intuitive
probably
computer
work.
system I have ever seen.
It's pretty easy to break into.
That too.
We might want to fix that.
Like I told you, man, you just gotta do stuff.
Yeah.
That seems to work out for you this time.
Can we get
Every
the
time.
fuck out of here?
I would
Still
really like
smells
to
weird.
get out of here. I would like to get this thing off and have it stop beeping.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
kind of getting kind of annoying, so we should do that. Also, your life is important, though. Well, anywhere else we need to go, or just straight back to our ship?
I mean, you guys got all the information. Like, yeah, you just done did it.
Get off the ship, get off the place, go to the ship as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
So, like, yeah, you guys land back, and, like, the Bismarck, he's there, and Whale Pirate Boss, like, comes out and is like, that was
Yo.
quick.
Boss man, I didn't get your name.
It's Whalium.
It's not Whalium. I
It
haven't
should be.
thought of a good enough name for him yet.
It's
my
Whale I
problem.
Am. I'm sorry. That was
No, it's fine.
Well, if you don't want to tell me your name now, I'll just call you Boss Whale. Math Man, Renic, got your stuff.
And he holds out the, like, tiny drive to the guy.
And he pulls out those tweezers and he's just think. And he's like, you won't object to me checking it.
No, please go
Oh,
ahead.
sure, go. Yeah.
And he holds it up to his communicator. And he's just like, starts nodding. He's just like, this is significantly more than expected, small math man.
So, does that mean we get a bonus?
You beat me to it, damn it.
Both of you give me your feelings for you both just saying it at the same time. 2 for Renic, 1 for Renic and 2 for Mozz.
Got a 3.
I got a laser feelings.
You both got
I also
laser
got
feelings for it.
Hey,
Laser
nice.
feelings.
We're getting a lot of laser feelings this game.
I'm amazing. It's okay.
And like, so he's just like, oh, hell yeah,
This time
you do.
I'll take some money.
And yeah, he's like, money it is. And he reaches back, and I will give each one of you 50 coins.
Nice.
Like, I will get them to you.
Hell yeah.
Can we get a few provisions as well?
And it's like,
Gemini asks, like, giving him, like the most, like, pleading eyes.
If you give
this
it to
is
him, he'll shut
most certainly just one feelings. Like, he's happy. He's happy enough not to just slap you for talking to him, but yeah, okay. He says, fine, and he's like, snaps his fingers. He's like, bring them provisions for their trip, and he like sees the liminal plane on this map, and he just like looks at you, and he finally stops and really looks at Renic and Gemini's uniforms, and he's just like, I see where you're going. Have a good trip, friends.
Oh yeah, and have you met the Harbingers at all out here?
And like he like death glares Gemini.
Shut up,
And
Gemini.
I missed them. They were fun.
With all due
Well,
respect to Gemini, shut up.
Pleasure doing business with you, whale boss man. Kind of raises his hand.
So, the boss whale like waves to you all. It's just like, it's been a trip. And like he climbs on the Bismarcky, and he is so happy with the amount of information you just gave him.
Don't forget to visit Krieg at Market Square.
And like, he just gives the thumbs up as he like takes the step. Like, he will visit Krieg's at Market Square.
Missions for Krieg.
It might not be right away because I'm trying not to do a lot of space stuff this season, but
Still,
if we make it to season 4, expect the whales like at Market Square.
I'm
It's gonna be
excited.
great.
And yeah, I think what happens here is between Bash and Renic, you guys get the thing working fine. It's not a rift drive anymore. Like, that technology is like a little bit too advanced. But like, you can see where in the universe the liminal plane would be. And you guys,
It has
Yeah,
to be here. Gravity is drawing all the stars in the area towards this spot.
You know, gravity doesn't work like that.
Gravity pulls things. Of course it does.
Sometimes.
Oh, right, yeah. That was a weird day.
like, as like the Wolpertingers get further and further away from that planet, the
Well,
weird
I want
magic.
to try and tow the speaker satellite with us.
The whole thing. It's really big.
Yeah.
Roll me a laser roll.
Are all the Wolpertingers coming with us on the,
Yes.
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 So does it expand inside to accommodate them all?
It is still comfortable. It does feel a little bit tight, but nobody's actually like pressing up against each other that doesn't want to be pressing up against each other.
Did my robot get fixed?
It was never broken. That is what it is. It is an item that will always look ridiculously expensive to the person watching it, and they will want it more than anything else. Like, if anything else, if you were to be pickpocketed, you would lose that first, no matter what you have.
So can I use it to do things, or it's just like a paperweight?
You can use it to convince people to, like, that they want it and, like, get them to do jobs for you.
I'm gonna call it Jambalaya.
What does that thing even do?
It's a robot that does things for me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We'll get into it if it comes up.
Yeah.
No, that's just Gemini asking. It's like, because he doesn't understand why.
Gemini
what
passed
all the
the
fuss
check.
is about.
Well, it's a robot that does things for me. It can cook, clean, kill things.
I can cook.
You know.
And clean and kill things.
Yes, but he kind of gestures at all of you.
Yeah.
The thing is, Krieg 100% believes, not Krieg, Mozz 100% believes that this thing can cook, clean, and do all those things for him, even though he's never seen it do it. Even though it's never done it. He believes...
Look at you. Look at this. Look back to you. Then look back at this.
Right? It's like, this is the best thing ever. And she's like, oh, show me. And she's like, I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mint condition. It's in the box. But, so yeah.
Oh, it's collectible. Oh, okay.
So-
I gotcha.
Renic, you do see, like, on the map, like, you start, as you're going forward, you believe you should be seeing thousands of planes. That's what the map says.
Mm-hmm.
We get
But
the
it's
thing?
not. What's that? Oh,
Did I get...
did you roll me a lasers?
No.
I'm sorry. Like, you could definitely get some of the equipment as amplifier. Like, you could have...
The sound equipment, at least.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm cool with that. To give Amel some, like, more
But I don't
bass.
have to hear them talking about that stupid robot all trip.
Right? And it's just
Well,
like, it's...
your speaker did get blown up, so...
Yeah, it got
Oh, I
shot.
did. Oh, there you go. It's all cyclical. But yeah, Renic, you are seeing it. There's a huge, like, 20-sided geometrical shape in front of you based on how the maps look. Like, it's not a planet. Like, you can see it as a dot incredibly far out there.
Mm-hmm.
But there is, like, a 20-sided, like, absence in space.
Okay, so what? I am so confused. Pollux caster. I don't suppose any of the tingers know anything about this stuff. I am very at a loss here. We should be seeing thousands of planes in this area, but all there is an absence in the shape of an icosahedron.
Well, if I remember correctly, things were exploding because someone cut off a tree. So we had grouped up together to shield ourselves from the giant explosions, and then got thrust through space while that thing was imploding, I think was the word that was thrown around.
Is that what happened?
I don't know, we were thrown half across the galaxy, so I don't know how it ended.
We were already out here, so we're not entirely sure what happened to Liminal, but it does not appear to be there anymore.
Guys, I feel weird.
That's normal, though. Is it more or less?
Definitely more.
Okay. Can you point in a direction?
No.
Shit.
So Renic, I need a lasers roll, and
Okay.
Gemini, I need a feelings roll.
Just one?
Yep, just one for both of you.
Looks pretty, though.
Laser feelings.
Very nice. And Renic succeeded. Renic,
Mhm.
like, you don't panic when the controls become non-responsive to you. Gemini,
Sure.
you manage. Oh, sorry.
Nope,
Yeah,
go ahead.
you're cool. Like, you're calm about it. Like, no, this is how it works. Like, this is how we get back.
Mhm.
Gemini, like, what are you cooking that's keeping everybody calm? Because you guys have been, like, out here for months and months, like, heading back. That's how far you've been traveling.
Just some sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour chicken for everybody. All the Wolpertingers eating it. Everybody's just, like, loving it, even if they're not, like, it's not really chicken, so vegetarians can eat it.
Yeah. But it is lots of protein, so Renic can have it.
I was gonna say, so Renic can't because it's vegetarian. Alright.
It's whatever we need it to be.
Alright.
Yeah. It's like one of them. It's like a plant type Pokemon. It's a little bit of both.
I see.
Alright,
You can
so...
eat Chikorita.
We see that out the window.
I'm just cooking an oddish. Don't worry about it.
You would, and like, yeah, and everybody's calm, and the people that, like, when you go to look out a window, again, when you go to look out a window, there is a window, and that's wild. And you see just this weird owl thing, and like, everybody's cool and calm about it.
Hey,
And it's
Gemini.
just-
Is that the thing you were talking about earlier?
Oh yeah. Hey, Mister. You just wave.
And it just, you just hear kick, 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 and then you hit that outside of the like the shape, and it feels like you guys hit a wall. You at the same time pass through it gently as you do just collide with it. Like you feel yourself jerking back and forth like crazy, but your body doesn't move.
So, like, slamming into
That's a
Oobleck.
weird feeling.
I do not think I like that one.
Told you gravity is weird.
I keep thinking that like belly flopping on a waterbed is like the best way I can think about it.
All right.
Thank you for joining me on that journey.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about that for like the next 10 minutes.
The real lasers were the feelings we had along the way.
It really was.
No, we had actual lasers at one point.
Alright. So you guys both passed that. This time Mozz and Amel, both of you give me feelings.
One.
Yeah, just one.
Got a laser feeling.
Absolutely. That's just
Got a
perfect.
success.
So, as you guys are going down, like, you are feeling that you are getting closer to, like, home. Like, you are getting, like, your quest spells back. Like, you are getting that kind of feel. Like, you got, like, they're still gonna be the ages that they are, and they're still gonna be, like, tattooed and badass. They don't change. But it's almost like going from one art style to another, is how you guys both feel.
I love
Okay.
Oh god, not this pony shit again.
Yeah, it's very yeah, it's kind of like the pony shit again. But I need which one of you two want to make me the roll that tells me what side the Wolpertingers land on.
We roll a d20.
Yep.
Coming up.
I'll let you do it.
Lucky 7.
7. Alright, so they are on the side 7. As the ship approaches, the ship stops existing. The closer you guys actually get to the planet, like, you guys are still, like, outside of the planet's atmosphere. You had to go through an entire galaxy again to get to this planet. And the ship just stops existing as it's, like, peels off, like, reality peels away. And, like, you all, like, land all around the world. But you guys are from the Silver Thimble. That is where you are from. Gemini and Renic. You land there. And,
The Tingers land on 7.
And the Tingers land on 7. And I will put a place on 7 that the Tingers live. It's
Took part
directly
of the
south?
bar with me.
Nika, it's directly south, the one that we've already made. I need
The
one
same
more.
place as the Not Forgiven?
You want me to roll?
Yeah,
I'll roll this.
Yeah, I need one. I need another one. Sorry, guys. Shit.
How about 4?
4 is doable.
4 is west and up. East and up.
I would say you just east.
Oh, east. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We've talked about some stuff there, right?
Yes.
All right. That's good. I'm good with that one.
What side is the silver symbol on?
The
1.
1.
Oh,
Yeah, because we are a catastrophe.
That is exactly what I thought, and I think that could be really cool. I think we can play with like a different cultural background for Wolpertingers
Yeah,
than Norse.
I think that works.
Yeah. Because tats can work there too.
Mm.
But you guys, the technology is going backwards for you significantly, from like compared to where you just were. But yeah,
What did you say
Gemini-
happened to the scuttlefish?
the
peeled
shuttlefish.
away like a banana and no longer exists.
The shuttlefish no longer exists. It like just it used up itself to put you guys here.
And I assume we don't
Oh,
see
shit.
the Harbinger anymore?
You do not see the Harbinger anymore. As this is where we are again. And so Renic, Gemini, Osiria, Castor, and Pollux, like, you guys just see the silver thimble massively, not massively changed, but changed significantly. There are now 2 word trees that don't look the same as the other word trees that you've seen. There is, like, the mech factory has grown and currently is, like, taking apart a giant pink robot as they, like, disassemble it and, like,
Oh.
store pieces away.
There are 2 word trees here?
There are 2 word trees in the silver thimble.
Huh. Okay.
One
What
of them looks like
happened?
one of them looks like I think very, very colorful Listerine flavor strips is what me and Lurid landed on for the leaves. I can't remember what the leaves look like. I know they taste.
They taste like amazing.
I'm not
And
eating it.
where is the hidden recipe in relation to this now?
Where's the what now?
The hidden recipe?
The hidden
Secret
recipe. Oh yeah, the secret recipe is now
Oh, the secret recipe.
in a town called the Secret Towers. It is
Okay,
on
okay.
this island below. It is there. Squishy runs that town. Now, Squishy is a jellyfish mothman.
Mhm.
And he runs a town of jelly moth people. And the secret recipe is in that town. But yeah, there's an academy. You do see multiple crew members driving around. I don't think they happen to not look at you, but then these brand new cars. And like the streets are packed. Like the city is packed with tourists right now. But you don't recognize like you know there are a variety of people in the liminal plane, and like you always saw like new people via like coming through rifts every once in a while. But now like there's a lot of frog people, like an alarming amount of frog people. The academy has grown. And there's like signs pointing to like the Undercity. And there's like roads that go down underground.
We have Freak and Vatna see them since we're here, technically.
Do you want to role play yourselves finding yourself?
Yeah.
Oh no, finding Gemini.
Finding these
yeah,
two,
that makes
yeah.
perfect sense. Yeah, fuck yeah. What
Yeah,
are Krieg and Vatna doing out?
Vatna would definitely be up at like the top of his tree and just like see something weird off in the distance and pinpoint where the eventuality of them showing up would be.
Krieg is out and about, directing traffic, collecting money from the tourists, and offering business cards and directions to his market square.
And Gemini sees Krieg and is like, "Hey, Krieg, long time no see!"
Kind of double takes, like, "Oh, Gemini, hi." Kind of hides some stuff. It's like, "What are you doing? How'd you get here?"
Just made it back.
Oh, nice. Oh, hi, Renic. I haven't met you very often, but nice to see you.
Man, things have
Uh,
changed around here.
Oh yeah, we had a
Yeah.
lot happen.
It seems we both have excursions to exchange with each other.
Yeah, because like nobody knows why we were gone, right?
Yeah, no idea. You guys just
Yeah.
left in the middle of the night. You didn't actually take the ship that was the Shuttlefish, which
Yeah.
is just basically a little submersible. Like,
And Gemini's pretty sure he explained everything in a note. The note is still on his desk.
nice.
It is really good to be back. It's just what happened?
Well,
Star Wipe 2.
you see, we pissed off some people. We fixed some things. We exploded some things. Selkie and Vatna over there had a giant shield cover everything, and then more things happened.
You know, aside from the shield thing, that could also describe our adventures.
Oh, nice. What happened
And
on yours?
then Liminal
Oh.
got snuffed from existence.
We pissed off some people. We blew up some things. We fixed some things.
On this cool mold.
God,
And everybody
please,
just
please
holds out
keep
the
that
mold.
sealed. Please do
You
not
and your
open that.
recipes, I suppose.
Oh yeah, we gotta take this to the lab.
I think the lab's
Here,
that
what is
way.
that?
You know what? I guarantee Vatna would love the smell of that.
I'm very perked and
Okay,
interested.
it's like, here, you guys want to smell?
No, please do not open.
He like unscrews
Oh,
the top.
no.
God,
wait,
what
wait.
the hell is that? Please no, God, no.
Really quickly screws it back on
Uh,
before it has a chance to do anything. It's like, oh man, it smells great. This thing's gonna be amazing. Addition to the restaurant.
Please just roll me a 20-sider.
Okay.
I mean, I'd stick my face in as soon as he or stick my nose up to it as soon as he unscrews it.
Okay. Alright. Hold on. What is the funniest thing I could do with you unscrewing a fucking face fungus on a
Face
new
hugger?
planet?
Do you want clickers? Because this is how you get clickers.
Just real quick, unscrew, screw back on. Just release some of the
Escapes
funky
into the
smell.
sewers.
Everyone in a 30-mile radius falls over because it smells so bad.
I don't want to make this mean. If it was a failure, I don't want to make this mean.
I can't believe I cannot.
What if I just eat it all?
describe How happy I am that I rolled an 8.
Because like
Half of it, because Gemini would stop before you got all the way, I would assume.
I have a funny idea that you release a famine or you release a plague.
What if I just eat it all and now he doesn't have it anymore?
Or what if I like just make myself really sick? Like,
What if both?
yeah.
What if
Just
it's
both.
so good, it like literally it doesn't spread a plague. It doesn't spread a plague at all. It's just two bros sitting next to each other on like chairs, like with spoons, and you guys just keep meaning to save it. Like just one more spoonful, but I want to like keep it, and it's just like you guys just eat the whole jar, and then you're sick the next day.
So the options are that or release a plague.
No, I don't want to do the plague. What do you think is funny and like a funny outcome for opening it?
I like that one.
Yeah. A little sad not to keep it, but
It's only because
Maybe
they're
there's some
keeping with like the
residue.
yeah.
there's
Maybe.
like some residue, so we can extract some of the flavors, but the ability to actually like study it as like a new organism is gone.
Mm.
Well, while they're picking out Renic, let me take you to your place, and you can get settled in, and we can have someone explain things in better detail than I can.
Yeah, I'm sure you will want. I'm sure someone will want us to write a report or something. I don't know. A lot happened.
No one knew you were gone, so reports are always good. People keep talking about them.
Yeah, I'm sure no one will ever read it.
Oh, reports!
No, Gemini, you just go do your thing, okay? And Renic quickly leaves.
I'll leave
And I
with
was like,
Renic to
I
show him
should,
around.
I should probably, after we finish this jar here. Oh, man, another bite. Oh, yes, so good. But after this, I should probably go report to the captain.
All right. I think that is where we end. Whatever it takes. Thanks, guys, for like switching into the other characters. That was really cool.
I figured it was fitting.
It was. It was real good.
Then Gemini and Krieg are going to have an uncomfortable conversation later about finances. When Gemini sees how much
Uncomfortable for
less
you.
money he had. Well, yes. About how much less money Gemini has now.
There was
Don't worry. The hotel is still making money. It's just you now have less capital than you did before.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop picturing this really gross moment I had in my real life when I was describing the black mold, like eating it with spoons. Like one time I went to eat the cup of pudding and like it was brand new from the store and like I peeled it back and it was just all mold, but I didn't look immediately down because I'd already put my spoon into it. And then I looked down, so like if I hadn't like checked before putting it in my mouth, I would have just eaten this big pile of mold. And it was terrible.
Gross.
Sounds gross.
See, I was
Yikes.
expecting you to be like, oh yeah, no, I felt fuzzy on my lip, and that's when I looked down.
No, God, no. I managed to look down and stop. Oh my God. It makes
Yeah,
me
that's
sick.
good again, though.
I haven't been able to eat pudding since then.
I
Years
made basically pudding today. You know, peas pudding, but you know.
Gross, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard you say. Alright,
It was just made from split peas that were rehydrated.
so let me recap today's game real quick. So yeah, we got the crew back, and we got the Wolpertingers back. You guys helped out the whales. Like, the last time we saw you, you guys saw each other, they didn't particularly like you, but they more hated the Starlight organization than they did, like, hate the Wander crew.
Now they just mostly hate Gemini.
Now they're just really annoyed with Gemini, but they like the Wander crew as the ones that they've met.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure there will be no repercussions about them knowing where B's planet is and wanting to use that.
Oh, they know so much more than that right now. They know
but
a
so
lot.
will we.
See, this is a mechanic I was thinking about. Because Kay has a camera that when they take a picture of something, it tells them what reality things are from, or like it tells them like a little bit about it. With all the information you guys got today because of your roles, like we can say that is like Kay can cross-check their pictures with the like information you brought them, so they can get even more information, and that can be like how the science team goes.
Nice.
Considering that the information is just somehow stored in my multi-tool staff thing.
That is gonna be the last time that can turn into that level of technology.
Yeah. Just the fact that the information, I don't think it's even like stored electronically. It's just somehow like magically stored in the staff.
It's 100% magic.
Yeah. So it's like, how do you retrieve it? I don't know. It's in there though.
I have a key.
We've also got this like high density data thing that we're like, I'm not entirely sure how to get the data out, but we have it.
Maybe
So we
if
gave
I
that
like,
one to the whales. 2 Wolpertingers have one, and then Gemini has one.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Wolpertingers, yeah.
Because Mozz has the super
It will be
dense
somehow
USB.
it'll be translated to whatever their level of technology is. Like they will have the charts and the stuff. Like it will be like part of their culture to have had those. But yeah,
Great job, everyone.
yeah, real good job. I really like this one.
oh, mechanics question.
Yeah.
So do the Wolpertingers and Peanut and us have to worry about
No.
the whole? Okay.
I'm gonna like they will have landed in a place that where the Wolpertingers were the ones that were outside of their bubble. That is where their home will have become, or when they got mashed together. So the Wolpertingers will be up at that culture, but not of that culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just where it put them.
Immigrants.
But they don't have to worry about
we get the job done.
Being near their communicators or any of that shit.
Right. You guys, all the characters that went away and came back, you weren't here when the realities got smashed, so your realities are locked.
Oh, lucky you.
So Gemini just like gets very confused next time they're on a mission and people are like so like adamant about being
if you, because you're safe in the Silver Thimble if you leave your communicator behind. So like if they are only telling you about it while you're here, and like you have no way of testing it inside the Silver Thimble, you might just believe that you need to keep it on because you have no reason to not unless you study it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can study it with communications or you could study it with engineering. Absolutely. Or like I'm absolutely sure Vatno would love to like study your communicator with you.
Mm-hmm.
And like we can just do that.
The Gemini's
just like, bother you while you're studying.
Dumb.
Right? So, oh yeah, you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll get a legendary ability for you. We'll make one, like
Nice.
because most of the legendary abilities kind of blow, but
Played it 3 times.
Or
Yeah,
are too broken that they had to be banned.
or too broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks so much. This game was great. I absolutely thought this was a blast.
That went great.
Like it again.
No mold monster. Sorry, Alan.
I really thought we were going the mold monster path. I thought we were gonna have like a mold zombie episode, but that is not the direction you guys decided to go. You just wanted like montage of these characters succeeding.
Yeah. And getting
We
constant
did really
laser
well,
feelings.
surprisingly.
Just constant laser feelings.
Every other roll was like a laser feeling.
It was. It's got, but like, laser feelings is just really fun.
It really is.
I liked it.
Like,
I think so, Vala.
you can get, yeah, you guys can definitely RP in all of the things. Like,
I loved it. Touched what?
it's just a very simple game that can tell a really good story. And like, we only played for like less than 2 hours,
Yeah.
and
Got
it's still
things
got
done.
a ton done. Like,
Yeah.
it's not for every game, but like, when all we want is to tell a story that's not just like, we know what outcome we want.
Right.
Like other games, I don't have an outcome I want. But that was fun.
I enjoyed
We
it.
got home.
Yeah,
We
the
got
Wolpertingers.
If it had gone in a certain direction, I was thinking, oh yeah, release the mold on the Bismarcky.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it makes me laugh all the time. The way that I have that ship labeled is this Bismarcky. So in my head, they don't call it the Bismarcky, they call it this Bismarcky.
Oh
and
no.
it just kills me every single time. And like, so yeah, you guys, you did the damn thing, and like, we'll just get to see you guys as characters later, like the Wolpertingers. But all of you guys, Gemini, Renic, Osiria, and Castor and Pollux can just RP and sign up for games, because next month we will have sign-ups.
Batna has his star freckles back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like that since you asked me to do it. I just never sent you the finished version, but you've had them for every time that you've played.
And I haven't noticed, thank you.
But yeah, so
Also, something. What did I see? I think someone asked about redoing the art for the Wolpertingers in chat, but I
Oh yeah,
missed it.
they asked, are the Tingers going to get HTML art?
So we were mulling over, but we have not committed to the idea of making them adoptables. So they would get new art, like their own actual HTML art in that case. I'm still not sure on it, but it's something that I'm like mulling over. But we also know that the people most likely to want adoptables are people who already play. So 50-50 on whether it would be worth it. We had talked about if you already played and you got an adoptable, you could play an extra character, because generally you can't. But we haven't, like, landed on anything for that yet. So...
Yeah, it would be pre-rolled characters for whoever who's playing a certain game.
I think that was Art who brought it up, Mornage, to clarify
I saw it, but I just didn't, like, mentally process it at the time. But yeah, that is the plan, to give them their own actual art, not just AI art.
Amel has lop eaters.
Aw, it's adorable.
I liked the art that we had for it. It's sick.
I just don't like to... So I didn't make social posts for either of the away team games, because I don't like to advertise AI, like, generated character art.
Sure.
Understandable.
So, like, I want to lean away from that.
It's like, I got no problems using it, and if anybody asks me, like if I use it for the background stuff, it's like, fuck yeah, I do.
But for the characters,
Because
I don't want to.
I got to make all of these maps in like 45 minutes earlier today, and I was like, alright.
I don't know what you put in, but it was perfect. It had definitely had that, like, just after World War II / sci-fi, like 50 sci-fi vibe. It was great.
That's what I put in. Science fiction television from 1950s. I've gotten really good at Midjourney. For maps, not for like anything else.
I was wondering
for
how
maps,
Stranger Arrive works.
For maps and slime monsters, I still think those were some.
Oh yeah, they were terrifying.
Yeah.
Also really good for magical items.
What are good for magical items?
Midjourney.
Oh.
Yeah, I've
It's
given
good
some to my
for
players.
a lot of asset production, just less so for character design stuff.
Yeah.
Things are real dodgy. The new version, like the V5, it's like, ooh, photorealistic, and it can do hands now, and it has come out like absolute garbage.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly, Poppin'. Alright, so we're going to wrap here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you can do a recap?
No, I did the recap at the beginning of that. But Stranger Arrives, how that works is like we talk back and forth, and you add a NPC to the world. We'll try to get artwork of it done sometime, but we can tell you what kind of NPCs are in the world. I believe that's how Stranger Arrives works. Like, they might not get artwork unless they become like a big one, but you get to add an NPC, like the Deliverer or Thaddeus. Somebody added a character that just never landed, but that's the way of it. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that we were going to wrap up. And we will see y'all on Friday, I believe, for 6-shooter. I think that's what's next.
Yes, that is. The spy game. It's a stealth mission.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's all I kind of get really excited about having that information.
Yeah.
Well, we have some somewhere, if we can get to it.
I have a key that can like open, that can like do things with it.
Maybe the secret to releasing the information from my multi-tool staff is to be stabbed by it. Just next time I attack somebody, they just get a huge amount of information downloaded to their brain.
I mean, gross. Wait, did the stream end? Like,
I haven't
okay.
wrapped yet. I was sure if you guys...
I was just staring, waiting.
Oh, no, my bad. Alright. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, we will see you all on Friday. Thank you all so much for hanging out and for playing. You guys did fantastic.
Really did.
Bye forever.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye forever.